o'clock, and I'd like to call the special meeting of the Bay County Board of Commissioners to order, Tuesday, December 29th. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Krieger.
Here.
McGick.
Here. Just a
Coonan.
minute.
Well,
When you-
I'm here in Bangor Township.
Very good. Location when you announce that you're here. Thank you.
McGick.
Yes, Commission Chambers, here.
Coonan.
Here, 706 Sydney.
Eric.
Here, Bay City.
Ryder.
Here in Bay City.
Lutz.
Here in the Bay County Commission Chambers.
And Durancheck.
Here, County Commission Chambers. Please
All
rise.
members present, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Please rise for the invocation, Pledge of Allegiance, and then after a moment of silence for Dick Gromaski, who passed away. He was a road commissioner, Fraser Township supervisor, and just a nice guy. We'll start with the invocation.
Lord God, our Heavenly Father, we come before you this afternoon, asking once again that you will bless this session of the county. Stay and guide them so that the decisions made today and always will benefit every citizen of this community. In your holy name we ask this, amen.
Moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
citizen input. Anyone have anything that they would like to say to the commission? If you're here in person, you can go to the podium. If you're on Zoom, just wave your hand or so that we can acknowledge you. Hearing none. Joel, are you prepared to give us a little update? I'm going to put you ahead of other things here in case you get called out. An update on our COVID-19 in Bay County?
Sure, absolutely, Mr. Chairman, I can do that.
Thank you.
As of today, December 29th, we are at about 5,951 confirmed cases here in Bay County. Our case, the number of positive cases has significantly dropped in the last few weeks, especially since the middle of November. In the middle of November, we had approximately 200 cases per day. Now we're averaging on par for about 50 cases per day. I do expect that the number of confirmed cases is going to inch up over the next few days, just being because of the Christmas holiday and the continuation into the New Year's holiday. So as much as we possibly can, we want to remind everyone to please keep their distance and wear a mask, and to avoid gatherings with people outside your own household during this particular time. The numbers in the hospital have actually started to come down pretty significantly as well. The bad news, though, this month is we had a significant number of deaths. I don't have that number in front of me right now, but I can provide that to the board at a later date. The other part of the good news is that we've started to receive vaccine shipments and have started to distribute vaccine to medical providers and some of the first responders here in Bay County. We've also put together an online registration, and that has been very, very successful and very, very well received. And we've had over 1,000 people register online for the vaccine so far. So that's been a pretty great success so far, but there's much more work to do. I'm also pleased to announce that Joseph Rivette will be joining our staff in helping to coordinate the vaccine clinic rollout and implementation. And as I've said countless times before, this is the largest public health undertaking in the history of Bay County. We welcome Mr. Rivette to our staff. He's going to provide a great deal of expertise and knowledge and extra hands as we go into the month of January. It's our goal collectively as a county to have at least 72,000 people vaccinated, excuse me, by July 4th. And we are well on our way to doing that. There are a number of challenges that lie ahead before us, not only because we have to roll out these vaccination clinics in the midst of social distancing, but we're also having to deal with highly complex vaccine at this point in time that requires deep freezing and special handling, and has a short window of opportunity once it's thawed out and reconstituted. It has to be distributed within 6 hours of reconstitution. So all that being said, we are well on our way, and we hope to have more significant numbers of Bay County residents that are vaccinated in the coming months.
Great. Thank you, Joel. Good job. Next, we have items for consideration. Resolution 2020-246. It's the COVID-19 relief bonus. Commissioners, what's your pleasure?
So moved. Coonan.
Support?
We have motion and support. Any discussion? Commissioner Begic?
I just had a little bit about, well, I guess Joel, for one, I'm interested, I guess he's an elected official, right? So Joel going to get any of this bonus?
Joel is not an elected official.
Not an elected official, so he should be eligible. I want to make sure Joel, sure. I know the elected officials are not.
Yeah, directors and that, yeah.
Yeah. And I believe the clerk's assistants are union people, so they should be getting, okay,
Everyone gets it other than those that were elected.
elected.
All right. Appointed deputies, they get it because they're appointed.
Yeah.
Commissioners do not get it,
Right,
and no elected official gets
right.
it.
Road commission or county, all right. I know Mr. Barsha has been working pretty hard. I know he probably would turn down any offer we give to him. I don't see him online here, but
Well, he's elected, so that,
we'll give him a sincere thank you, I guess, somewhere down the road.
yeah. Anyone else have any comments or questions out there? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Start with Coonan,
Yes.
Eric,
Yes.
Ryder,
Yes.
Lutz,
Yes.
Krieger,
Yes.
Begic,
Yes,
Durancheck.
Yes.
7 yeas, 0 nays.
Thanks, Dan. Resolution 2020-247, Michigan Municipal Risk Management Authority renewal for 2021 from Corporation Council. Commissioners, what's your pleasure?
So
moved.
moved. Ernie
Coonan.
Krieger.
We have a motion by Commissioner Krieger. Did you get that second, ma'am? Who seconded it?
Coonan.
Coonan second. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Herrick,
Mr. Chairman?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't
Yes.
ask questions. Yes, Commissioner Lutz, I apologize, I'm sorry.
I just have one question for Amber on this one. I forgot to ask her earlier. In the resolution, it says that they are going to be able to bid on this for the next 2 years. Is that within our policy?
It is. It's what we've consistently done every time we have had a renewal with MMRMA. Every 2 years, we give them the ability to submit. They're basically submitting a quote. So we don't have to go out through the bid process to ask them to submit the quote since they're already our existing carrier.
My only question.
All right, thank you. And just as a little side note, because of the good job that the staff and the people out there on the front lines and stuff, in keeping the accidents and everything under control, we've got one of our most sizable rebates back this year, which is outstanding. So our folks did a good job out there, the directors and all the people that are out there doing the work. So, okay, I think anyone else have any comments? If not, roll call vote, please.
Again, Commissioner Herrick,
Yes.
Ryder,
Yes.
Lutz,
Yes.
Krieger,
Yes.
Big Ick,
Yes.
Coonan,
Yes.
Durancheck.
Yes,
7 yeas, 0 nays. Carried.
thank you, ma'am. I just had one comment for Amber on that. Did we remove, I know we sold that property, did that get removed from our policy? Columbus, the market property?
It has. We made sure that it was, and we're actually having, we go through a process every few years with MMRMA where they have the appraiser come out to the county and go through all of our properties, all of our buildings and whatnot, and that is scheduled to take place this year. So that will be helpful as well.
Thank you. Resolution 2020-248, COVID-19 immunization staffing from the Health Department. What's your pleasure?
So moved. Herrick.
We have motion and support. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Ryder,
Yes.
Lutz,
Yes.
Krieger,
Yes.
Big Ick,
Yes.
Coonan,
Yes.
Herrick.
Yes.
Thank you. Durancheck,
Yes,
7 yeas, 0 nays. Resolution adopted.
thank you, ma'am. Resolution 2020-249, agreement with Michigan Department of Environmental, Great Lakes and Energy from the Health Department. What's your pleasure?
Begic?
We have a motion by Commissioner Begic. Do we have a second?
Support,
So-
Ryder.
Ryder, Commissioner Ryder, support. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Lutz,
Yes.
Krieger,
Yes.
Big Ick,
Yes.
Coonan,
Yes.
Herrick,
Yes.
Ryder,
Yes.
Durancheck.
Yes,
7 yeas, 0 nays. Approved.
thank you, ma'am. Resolution 2020-250, vaccination agreements and memorandums of understanding from our health department. What's your pleasure?
I'll move it. Krieger.
Support. Herrick.
We have motion and support. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Krieger,
Yes.
Big Ick,
Yes.
Coonan,
Yes.
Herrick,
Yes.
Ryder,
Yes.
Lutz,
Yes.
Durancheck.
Yes.
7 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carried.
Thank you, ma'am. Unfinished business? Don't have anything on the agenda. New business? Miscellaneous? Just one
Hey, I got
announce,
some.
Commissioner Herrick, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess this is, but I know that the Department on Aging, that thing on Facebook today, and like at around 3:00, they had like 500 people already sign in to try to get the COVID-19 vaccine. But there's a little more to it than just signing in. There's a questionnaire they have to do also. But I think, the people down there in that department are doing, along with the health department, I mean, everybody in the county, really. But, some people feel it more than others, but they've been answering phones all day and, keeping people, giving the information they needed. And a lot of people didn't realize in Bay County, they're going 60 and over because that's what aging is. It's if you're 60 and over instead of 65 or 70 or 75. So, they've been responding to everyone. And I think the people down there are doing a bang up job, along with the people from the health department who've been doing a bang up job for like the last 9 months. I don't know how they've survived so long, but they have. But, everybody in the county works hard. And I just, happened to be around there today and saw those people just answering phone after phone. It looked like a phone bank. They had so many callers. But thanks to that whole department down there, and in my mind, anybody who works for the county, is doing more than they. Thank you all so much.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner. I also stopped in down there to see how they were doing, and every phone line, every phone that they had was, somebody was on it, and we even had the handyman taking names and that down. So, and they got a heck of a list going already. So that's great. And they cut it off at 60 and above. So that's a good community service, especially when 25 or 27% of our population in Bay County is in that age group. So hopefully that, they'll have enough of staffing at the health department and at DOA in order to, continue on doing a job. Any other comments? Commissioner Begic.
Just one other point about the vaccine. It sort of underlined here that no person will be charged out-of-pocket expenses for the vaccine, nor will they be turned away because of a lack of insurance or inability to pay. So everybody needs to know that.
Everybody, yep.
Yeah.
And I believe we're trying to get about 72,000 people, Joel was saying, in order to get vaccinated, in order to get to our 70% vaccination rate so that we have this herd immunity. So I think that's right. Did I quote the right numbers, Joel?
That's correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Any other announcements? I have just one here. I received notice last week that Pinconning Park had surpassed the revenue stream income for this year over last year. Now remember, folks, this year they were down for 2.5 months. So these guys did a great job out there, and we got to make sure we keep pushing for them renovations and stuff that we got the grant for. All right. Any need for a closed session?
There's not, Mr. Chair.
Motion to adjourn is always in order.
So moved, Krieger.
Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year to everybody. Yep. We are adjourned.
Roll call.
Oh, roll call. Yeah, that's right. Final roll call. Here we go, folks. I'm sorry.
That would be Commissioner Begic,
Yes.
Cronin,
Yes.
Eric.
Yes.
Ryder,
Yes.
Lutz,
Yes.
Krieger,
Yes, of course.
Durancheck.
Yes, for the final pound of 2020. And for me. Thank you. We're adjourned.